Hey friends, it's Miss Pinky here. We're doing a video lesson today because we don't have music this week. I really hope you had a good holiday on Monday. And we're going to do this video lesson this week because we didn't have music on Monday. So, as you can see, we have the treble clef. Right? So these 5 lines and 4 spaces are the staff, but we have a specific one here, which is the treble clef. Now we're going to label the lines and the spaces in this lesson today. With the lines, the notes that go on these lines will make sure that when they sit on the line, that the line goes right through it. So if I was saying that my note was on line number 1, it would sit right on that line. If I had a note in a space, like I was doing a note in space number 1, it would rest between the lines in this space. So whether your note is on a line or in a space, they're all on the treble clef. Now I'm going to use 2 different colors for the lines and the spaces. When you are labeling, you can use a pencil or you can use 2 different colors just like me. When I'm talking about the lines or the notes that sit on the lines, the notes that sit on the lines are E, G, B, D, and F. So if we have a line on the treble clef and a note is sitting on a line, we know that it has to be either E, G, B, D, or F. These are our lines in the treble clef. Sometimes we use a saying and say, every good boy does fine, to help us remember the lines. And we'll work with some different sayings, and you'll even get to make some up of your own to help you remember. But today we're just learning the notes E, G, B, D, and F for the lines of the treble clef. For the spaces of the treble clef, I'm going to use pink, and I should have drawn this as a pink note because it's sitting in the space. I didn't think first. So, if it's in a space, that means it's resting between the lines here, 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 or here. So with our spaces of the treble line, you might be able to recognize something special about these spaces. Our spaces are F, A, C, and E. What do you notice about the letters F, A, C, and E? If you said they spell face, you're absolutely right. F, A, C, E spells face. That's a way to help us remember what notes go in the spaces of the treble clef. So, if I'm talking about lines, our lines are E, G, B, D, and F. And if I'm talking about spaces, I'm going to say F, A, C, E. So let's go over that one more time. Use your finger to point to each line that you labeled. We're going to point together. Ready? E, G, B, D, F. Good. Use your finger or pencil to point to the spaces. Ready? F, A, C, E. Those are the lines and spaces on the what? The treble clef. Good. So in the future, use this piece of paper in class, which means you're going to put this paper in your purple folder. As soon as it's sitting in your purple folder, you're ready for class next week. I hope you had a good time with this lesson and that you've labeled your lines and your spaces of the treble clef.